Alright guys, so today we're going to go over a lasso guard variation, okay? This is a sweep that I believe that once you get into this position, independent of the guy's size or strength advantage, you're going to be able to sweep anybody, okay? This variation of a lasso sweep is kind of a hybrid between like a lasso de la Hiva slash lasso X guard, okay? And you guys are going to see what I'm talking about once we actually get into this video, or once we actually get down into the technique. Okay, so before we get going, here with my friend and training partner Juan Ayala, he's gonna help me out with the techniques today, and let's get into the video. So we're gonna start off with I'm gonna be playing open guard over here, and my training partner is going to be standing in front of me, okay? So from here, I'm gonna start off setting up lasso on my training partner, but before I go to the lasso, guys, I wanna start setting up the de la Hiva. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with pant grip, de la Hiva, and I'm going to be playing over here. Now, a lot of times, it's going to be quite easy for me to get a hold of my training partner's sleeve over here from the de la Hiva. Okay, it's the opposite side of the de la Hiva, that sleeve. Okay, why? Because a lot of times he's going to be looking to stuff this leg between his legs and then start getting into a good position to pass. Okay, so all I'm going to do from here is I'm starting off playing de la Hiva. Maybe I had his collar, whatever grip you guys are playing with. I get a hold of this sleeve, okay? I pop the grip off. Anytime he controls my pants, I have access to his sleeve. So there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to control this sleeve over here. So I have a foot on the hip. I get a hold of that sleeve. I pop the grip off. Now I have his sleeve. I'm gonna go from de la Hiva. I'm just gonna place my foot right over here on my training partner's hip, and I'm gonna use it to get an angle on my training partner where I can put my lasso in more easily. So I lasso my leg in through. I get it nice and deep where my shin goes all the way through to the armpit and my foot hooks right over there on my training partner's lat muscle. Okay, I hook in right behind the shoulder over here. And now from here, when I square my hips up, you'll see that I have good control of my training partner's posture. His hand should be inside of my hip. My elbow should be closed down to the floor and my palm should be facing up. When he tries to pull this grip out, it's pretty tight. Pull my knee to my chest and I have a strong control with the lasso. And then I reset the de la Hiva, okay? Now from here, what's gonna make this lasso more powerful? Well, for starters, I have control of both sides of his body. I have control of the lower body right over here with the pant grip and de la Hiva, and I have control of his upper body on the opposite side, on his left side with the lasso. So from here, it's gonna be really hard for him to pass, okay? But also, both my legs are occupied here. So from this position, I can off balance him, okay? But it's gonna be a little bit difficult to sweep him, okay? So what I'm gonna look to do from here is I use, okay, the de la Hiva hook initially to off balance him, okay? From here, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my knee outwards on the lasso and I'm gonna turn my knee in that same direction with the de la Hiva. So I give a partial sit up, I turn my knee out and I get an off balance. He's gonna try to stay up as much as possible and we end up over here, okay, with his hand posted, okay? Now he only has his only base of support is his left hand, his right hand and his left leg, okay? So he's well off balance in this position and I'm in really good control. From here, I transfer my leg to the hip and then I bring my elbow underneath his shin, lift, and I come here, almost into an X guard position. Scoop the leg and we're here. So I have almost like an X guard, okay, minus my secondary leg, which is still in the lasso, okay? Once I get over here, all I'm gonna do is push with my left leg, and I'm gonna push with my right shin. And I put him down to his shoulder. Very difficult for him to actually stop this. Okay, you can either scoop at the knee or control the pants at the knee line, okay? That's your choice. Now from here, in order for me to get up, I'm gonna have to free my leg out of the lasso because I have to come up on my right leg, which is currently occupied with the lasso. So from here, without letting go of his arm, I remove my leg, and now because I have his leg scooped, I'm gonna quickly release the sleeve and post up on the hand. Even if he's able to recover to an elbow, I'm still gonna win this race, okay? Because just turn a little bit. I have his leg controlled. So from here, I bring my leg in, I start to high stop, I run him down, and then we get to the sweep. Okay, so we'll change the angle this time. This way now. I start off de la Hiva, and my training partner controls my pants. So I have pants and De La Riva on one side. As he's controlling my pants, I know he wants to stuff my leg. So all I'm gonna do is come in, get a hold of this sleeve, and strip that grip. Once I strip this grip, from here I'm gonna start to get my foot out of the De La Riva, post on the hip, create an angle where I can bring the lasso. I stretch his arm, so I keep my elbow in close to my body. If my arm is dangling out and extended, now from here, when he brings his elbow close to his body, it's hard for me to actually stretch it. So I want to make sure that as I stripped his grip off, I pull it and I keep it here. Go ahead, try to pull your arm back. It's not because I'm stronger than him, it's just because this angle, his elbow's extended away from his body and my elbow's close to my body. It's gonna make it easier for me to keep this arm extended. He'd have to be significantly stronger than me to actually pull his elbow back, okay? Now from here, we hip out, we lasso. Notice that my lasso goes all, I don't just lasso here. My lasso goes all the way in and I hook right over there behind his shoulder blade here. Okay, now when I square my hips, notice how his shoulders turn. Okay, that's because I have a good lasso hook in place. I replace the De La Riva and I use it to tilt and off balance, posting that hand on the mat. Make sure that the De La Riva leg, his leg that's trapped in the De La Riva, comes off the ground. Now he only has two bases of support here. Okay, from here, I pommel my leg to the hip, my elbow comes underneath and I shelf his ankle on my elbow. Now from here I lift, my knee goes to the inside, I scoop the leg, and then from here we're in a strong semi-X guard lasso position here. Okay, kind of a hybrid guard position here. Now from here all I gotta do is push him down to a shoulder. I remove my leg, I post the hand on the floor, I heist up. Even as he goes to recover here, I just run him down and we get on top position and we get a powerful sweep. Okay, so let's look at that one more time a little bit faster now. I have De La Riva. I strip the pant grip. From here, foot comes to the hip, swing out, I keep my elbow close to my body. Lasso goes nice and deep behind the shoulder blade, and from here we adjust our hip position. He goes to posture up from here, he goes to do anything, he feels it's quite hard. De La Riva hook comes in, now I go for a little off balance. I create a little push-pull with my legs, and then I tilt my hips to force that hand to the floor. My foot comes right over here on the hip, my elbow comes in and I shelf the leg. I use that to lift and my knee comes to the inside and we scoop his leg from underneath. From here, pushing force with my two legs, gets him down to a shoulder. Post my hand down on the floor, my foot comes off the hip, I use it to heist. He goes to get up to his feet here, and then from here we can run him down and we're on top in a good position. So the fact that we control both sides of the body, okay, from the start of the sweep, the lasso on his shoulder, okay, controlling the upper body, and on the opposite side of the body, we have the De La Riva. That makes it for a really, really strong control. Hard for him to move in either direction. We're always gonna be able to follow him. We're able to control his posture. We have his arm extended, and we're really able to create a strong off balance for the fact that the De La Riva can take him in one direction or the other, okay, on its own. But when we combine that with the lasso and the fact that we can steer his shoulders in whichever direction we want to, that makes it for a really, really strong off balance. And the beginning of any sweep, guys, is gonna be the off balance. So I hope you guys like that video. If you guys wanna see more, okay, open guard content, you can check, obviously, the content on my channel. I have a playlist all about open guard content. I also have an instruction on BJJ Fanatics, my open guard fundamentals series, so make sure to check that out in the link in the description. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you like this video, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know any other techniques that you guys want to see on the channel, and I will post a video of that for you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much.